Regrets, I had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I just thought I'd keep singing Elvis because I did it my way. What is a man? What he's got? What's going on, Giant fans? It is Monday, Sunday. What's going on today? Could there something be going on this afternoon at 4:25 Eastern Standard Time at MetLife Stadium, which will always be Giant Stadium to me? It'll always be the Meadowlands, always, forever, and ever. Need some water today, guys. Just drinking. Don't drink and do YouTube. Just kidding. I wasn't drinking and doing YouTube. We got Mike Lee, I see on there. Alex Sports. Let's see. We got Jason. We got the Zack Attack. Everyone excited, or everyone getting excited for this game? I know I'm excited for this game. 4:25 is just too late to start. I wanted a 1:00 start. I wanted to get this game rolling. I wanted to be in. I want it done. I want to see if Saquon plays. I want to see if Tony comes out. I want to see how Kenny G does. You got to check that offensive line. You got Daniel Jones. You got to see how he progresses. You got to worry about our old friend Andrew Thomas. You got to worry about him as well. I mean, it's one of those things that we're just kind of waiting and seeing. It's a combination of everything that we've done from last year through the through free agency to the draft into the preseason. Everything. It all comes in today. One day. You only get opening day once. You only get that opening kickoff one time. And honestly, I think the Giants, we've said it before, this has to be the season. This has to be the year. This has to be the time that we turn around. What do we got to hear about Carl Banks? Good morning, Mike Lee. How you doing, Alex? Good morning to you. It's Giant Day. Is Carl Banks no longer doing the mid-morning show with Moose and Maggie? I have not heard him on in a while or in the last couple of weeks. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Moose and Maggie. I'm not a big fan of Maggie. I'm like, it's nothing sexist. I'm just not a big fan of her. And I don't like Moose. I liked when they did it with, when it wasn't Moose and Maggie, when they had the other guy on. And Mike knows what I'm talking about. When it wasn't Moose and Maggie. Who was the other guy who was on with him? Bart Scott. I like Bart Scott. I liked it with that. Who's the X Factor in today's game? It's going to be me. I'm the X Factor. X Factor in today's game is going to be quite simple. It's going to be Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is going to have to figure it out. Daniel Jones is going to have to progress and go through his maturations and look at this. Now, this isn't going to be a cakewalk, guys. Everyone that thinks this is going to be a cakewalk, it's not going to be a cakewalk. And I said this before. I know it's very cliche. It's whoever is going to Joe and Evan. Oh yeah, I miss Joe and Evan too. I miss Joe. Joe retired. Joe's in Florida. I miss Joe and Evan. It's really going to be who controls the trenches. And I know I said it's very cliche, but if the Giants' offensive line can stand up to the rush, and I know Bradley Chubbs is listed as questionable, but he'll play. If they can stand up to the rush, then you got something there. And if we could figure out how to generate a pass rush from the edge, we may have something there. And like I said, I am not I'm not sitting there looking at the line of the Denver Broncos and what's his name's Garrett Bowles. He's a good left tackle, but I've said it before. You need to attack Lloyd Cushenberry III. You need to get Leonard Williams right over him and send him right over, because that's going to be your mismatch up on the line. If you can create the rush from going directly over Cushenberry, you have a good opportunity. I've already said it before. I said it yesterday and I did it early. I think Giants can win this game 19-17. I think it's going to be kind of a defensive battle, but I think there's going to be a mixture of big plays. It's really going to depend on, I'm not counting on Saquon Barkley, but it's really going to depend on I'm really going to depend on Kenny. So we have to see what happens with Kenny. Joe and Evan. Game day. Yes, it is game day. It is game day. We are here for game day. Joe and Evan. I miss Joe and Evan. Joe retired and Evan's doing the evening drive. Yeah, I don't like Evan on Cartman with Cartman. I don't like him on that one show. Score predictions. I just gave it, Jason. We established a run game, control the clock. Daniel Jones shouldn't put the ball in harm's way. That's how we went. Yep, that's what I said yesterday. I say you play the game between the 20s and then you punch it in the red zone. I know, again, it's very simplistic, but you control the clock. You control the clock. You control the game. And the only problem is I don't know if our offensive line can handle the rush and also open the holes that we're going to need. I've said it a minute ago, Jason. I'll say it again. Giants 19, Broncos 17. And my rationale between that is also Teddy Bridgewater is the ultimate game manager at quarterback. If you go and look, what's up, Frank? If you go and look, he's the ultimate game manager. He really is. He's going to get you some of the big plays, but he's not going to make the big mistakes. I was worried more about Drew Lock because Drew Lock is more of a wild card. You know what you're going to get with Teddy. And I think our secondary can help control Teddy, but I am not one of these people that overlook the facts that Melvin Gordon is a good running back, that Cortland Sutton is a good receiver. Jerry Judy's a good receiver. People overlook Tim Patrick. I can't think of that tight end, Noah something. So you can't overlook these things. So our defense has to play up to par. It really does. Let me go back. I'm missing some questions here. All right. What do you think the NFL taunting rules and how do you feel about the single out digits? I really don't care about the digit numbers. It is kind of confusing because it does remind me of college. It doesn't bother me. The taunting rules, you know what? It's going back to a couple of years ago when NFL was the no fun league and you couldn't celebrate and do that. It's all crap. It'll go away. It'll go away quickly. What do you think about Jason Garrett on the offense? Colin, I think he's not a good play caller. He sucks on the Cowboys, and now the Giants. Just my opinion. I am not a fan of Jason Garrett. I think his play calling was more dictated by Joe Judge and Daniel Jones last year. If you take he hasn't really called the plays in, I think 8 years. Because I mean, he didn't call the plays as head coach. I think he went with what he had, and I think that's the problem. And a lot of people take out Daniel Jones's issues on Jason Garrett, but the coach can only coach the player to a point. The player's got to perform. And like I said, if you look at Daniel Jones, it's almost like he's got a second or two lapse between what he sees on the field and what he does with his arm. So maybe that's changed. We don't know. We're going to find out today. I have a bad feeling about this. We're going to need a bigger boat. Saeed, it could go either way. It could swing either way. But I think we have enough to win 1917. As long as the defense plays up to expectations and as long as the line has some semblance of being rational and being have the ability to control the line of scrimmage. I thought the game is at 425. Still is at 425. It's 425 today. 425. Let's go here. I'm missing some questions here. Let's go. Yes, it is. Hey, Scott, what's going on? Frank. We will still. I think we're going to win. I think it's 1917. 1917. We need to sit. I ain't gonna hold. If we can't, when that's, Mike, and that's an excellent point. If we cannot hold the edge, Melvin Gordon is more of a between the tackles runner. But if they watched any film on us, they are gonna see off tackle right, off tackle left. And if we can't set the edge, it's gonna be a long day. What is your favorite tailgating food? White Castle. Ooh. I'm a guy. There's a grill, and I have it. It's a grill. It's called the Big Green Egg, and it's basically a ceramic grill. It's a cooker. It's a smoker, and I got a little one of it too. And I take it to the tailgating, and I like sausages and filet mignon. I throw it on the grill there, and I cook that and marinate it a little bit overnight. Get some garlic, got some adobo, some sazon, put it all in a bag, mix it all up. Hot dogs, man, hot dogs too. They say hot dogs take 15 minutes off your life. Well, that's the case. I'll probably be dead tomorrow. Let's see here. We're waiting to get into the lot. I cannot wait. Oh, Frank, you're going to the game, man. I'm jealous. Jealous, man. 4:15 games. 4:25 games are great because you get there early. I actually like 1 o'clock games a little bit better because you get there right when the lot opens. 9, 10 o'clock, you're there. You got your breakfast. You do your breakfast. You do your coffee. Then you turn around. And then you start grilling. Jealous of you, Frank. I got too much going on right now to go to games. Too much going on in life. If we're to put the ball out of DJ's hands, I think DJ just needs to play. I'm going to use the cliches. I'm going to use the Joe Judge talk. DJ just needs to play within himself. Don't try to overextend. show the ability that he has, but keep it at a limited level and let everything work around him. Doing coaches talk today. Today is a challenge for our secondary. I know. You know what, Alex? People kill me. People kill me with that. Judy, Sutton, Patrick. Yeah, and they also got that Spencer. I can't think of the other Harrier, I think it is. They have a good receiving core. It's now, and these people think this is going to be a cakewalk. I think it's going to be a tough fought game, won at the last minute. I really do. They're deep, and you have Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon's a good back. Thank you. I could not remember the tight end's name. I'm unprepared today. Let's see. Denver has a lot of weapons. They do. And they got weapons on defense. They just had a bad year last year. But not a challenge. I think it's not a challenge that we can't take on. If we are truly going to be a playoff team, this is a home opener against a team we're evenly matched against that we should win. That's why I'm saying 19-17. Jason Garrett doesn't trust, and that, well, he does. I don't think it's not that he doesn't trust him. I think what happened, especially with those 5-6 games, he told Daniel Jones and Jake, and I think it's an edict that came down from Joe Judge. Don't let Jones lose the game. Don't put him in that position. You're a football Giants, America's team. That's right. Dak Prescott, man. I'm glad he's got a bad arm. Yikes, that guy. Yikes. I mean, that guy was, bad arm, bad ankle. I wish our quarterback had a bad arm, bad ankle and threw for 400 yards. Danny fumbles. All right, Charles, we're going to need a bigger boat. My other favorite line is, Gage goes in the water. You go in the water. Shark goes in the water. Our shark. Farewell and adieu to you good Spanish ladies. Jason Garrett will let the team to the deeps in the preseason. Can't read. He can't. I mean, we have to give Daniel Jones the benefit of the doubt today. We do, because I've said this a million times. You can love him, you can hate him, but if he does not perform up to any type of expectations, we're not going to win. 19-17. Write it down. Write it down. Their up front is tough too. Yeah, and that's what I mean. People think this is going to be, what's his name? You got Harris, you got Jones, you got Chubbs. What's his name? Purcell? Is it Purcell? Purcell? I can never remember. Of course, you got Von Miller. You got Kyle Fuller. I hate Kyle Fuller. He's another one of those guys I hate. I don't know why I hate Kyle Fuller. I just hate Kyle Fuller when he was the Bears. Chubbs and Miller on a snap count. You know what? If they get to the quarterback and there's 3 and outs, a snap count may not matter. Hey, ECK Sports. If you don't know ECK, go subscribe to his channel. Young YouTuber. The defense what defense will the Giants be in? The problem is the Giants are going to need to figure out how to stop Melvin Ingram. And that's going to be a problem. I see a lot of 4-man fronts, and especially early on. And then I think what's going to happen, I think Denver's going to try to pound the ball and then go for the big play. I hope we take it easy on Barkley today. It's his first game back. I do too, and I worry about that. And I know people and I said it before, if they plan that he's going to be on a pitch count, because you got a short turnaround on Thursday. I would rather have Barkley available Thursday than I would today. You have to trust Booker to carry the load, because you have to believe that even if he plays, he's going to play maybe 10, 15 plays, maybe touch the ball 7 times. So you're still going to need, pig roast, man. You're still going to need him. Pig roast. I got a lot of friends that are also Filipino. So what they do is I like when they do the pig, because they take the whole pig and they wrap it up and they seaweed it and all this stuff. And then they cook it in the ground. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Good, ECK. Go see ECK Sports. Good. Go. Let's see here. Whoops. All right. What do we got here? I'm going to say 23-17 Denver, because I don't trust Jones. I don't trust Jones. Hey, Jose G. I don't trust Jones or the O-line right now either. But I think the defense is good enough to come up with some turnovers, especially against Bridgewater. Like I said, I know Bridgewater does not turn the ball over a lot because of the fact that he doesn't take those shots. But I think they're going to try to take these shots today. I do think they're going to try to take a couple shots against the Giants secondary. I think they're going to test us. My prediction. Pain. Big day for Kyle Rudolph. I think it's going to be more Caden Smith. You can't rely on a guy that hasn't even touched the field. I think Caden Smith is going to be the guy and I'm not a big fan of Caden Smith, because I think Caden Smith is a 7-yard tight end, which is nothing wrong with that if you're like a 34-year-old tight end. I wonder if Jason Garrett will use RPO to try to just offset the. I'm not sure how aggressive the defense for Denver is going to be in the beginning. I really don't, because of the fact that I don't think they want to get placed in any type. If Kenny is in any semblance of his former self from Detroit, I don't think they're going to want to go single coverage. And I think if you do that, if you try to be overly aggressive, you're asking for trouble you're asking for trouble in their secondary. I mean, their secondary is good. It's not great. Denver. Dak did so many things on Thursday. Dak was a nut, man. Same with Tom Brady. Tom Brady had a couple interceptions that shouldn't have been, but Dak is a nut. I don't like giving props to any players outside of the Giants organization, but that guy was insane. I just feel that Daniel Jones doesn't help himself. I know our line sucks, but he does not move around. He does not. Yeah, well, the problem is with Jones, Ryan, we said this before. He doesn't move. He does not have pocket. I like to call it. He does not have pocket fluidity. He doesn't. And I also use the phrase he doesn't climb the ladder. Which is basically when the pocket is collapsing, you step up into the pocket so the rush goes behind you. He doesn't do that. Maybe he will. Maybe we saw the videos of him trying to gain into his pocket presence. If Jones sucks, would the Giants make a move for Watson? No. Deshaun Watson, his contract does not fit anywhere into our salary cap. Nowhere. We'd have to cut 3/4 of our team in 2022. I'm seeing Denver. I don't see it, man. Then if you're saying that, Sahid, you're giving up on the defense. And I think the defense is going to carry us. I don't think their core wide receivers are overrated. Patrick is a good wide receiver. Judy is a good wide receiver, and I think he could be even better this year after his rookie season. And Cortland Sutton, I think he's good as well. I think it's the quarterback that that's going to be their hindrance, because I don't think Alex Smith is one of those guys. When I watch Daniel Jones drop in the pocket, I'm nervous that he's going to do something stupid. Yeah, so do I. Every time he goes back to throw, it's bad. I haven't felt like that since Dave Brown or Ken Graham or Danny Cannell. Danny Cannell, the second season after the playoff. Then I felt that way with Danny Cannell too, because it's almost like he did this when Danny Cannell went back to throw. But you know what? You got to give him a break. You got to give him a shot. World War I, 1917. All right, I must have missed something. Mike Lee with the history lessons. Not too many unknowns. Yeah, we have a lot of unknowns right now. Yeah, we do. We got a lot of unknowns. We got a lot of uncertainties, but I think and honestly, I don't think all those questions are going to be answered today. I really don't. I think what's going to happen is you're going to, if we have a wonderful game, I think people are going to get overhyped. If we have a terrible game, people are going to go the opposite direction. It's one game out of 17. We just need, if we're going to be a playoff team, we need to win today, 19-17. I keep saying that so I can wish it into fruition. Watching DJ play is watching your kids go to school for the first time. You get nervous that he might trip on his own 2 feet. Well, as long as he's not running on the open field, we're good. I kind of wish we had Gallman instead. I do wish we had, that's a good question. That's a good thing. I'd rather have Gallman too, but the problem is Gallman is more of an inside runner who was never really going to give you anything outside of that. He's not a guy that's going to break. You watched last year when he got run down from behind. He's not a breakaway back. And not that Booker's a breakaway back, but I think he's got more big play ability. I never had a kid before. Well, that's okay. Well, you'll have one day, maybe. See, it is always negative. No team is scoring against 30. I have to agree with Scott. I don't think any team is going to drop 30 against the Giants defense, unless the secondary totally implodes because we miss Isaac Yaden. We are not hearing about the 6'7" wide receiver. Can't remember his name. You know who he is. 6'7" wide receiver. No, I don't know who the 6'7" wide receiver is. I don't know. I know we used to have the 11'4" tight end, Holofola. Yes, I know how to say his name, but I prefer to say it my way. Facts. Gallman was such a good running back, fought for every yard. He only had like 1 fumble. He had fumbles in that second season, which is why he kind of got benched a little bit to me. Caden Smith is solid, but that's the problem. Caden Smith is nothing. He's just solid. He's a third tight end who's going to have to start. And you hope Kyle Rudolph comes in on obvious passing situations, and especially in the red zone. And I don't get this thing about Kyle Rudolph in the red zone. If you look at his red zone statistics over the last 3 years, it's not like he's Randy Moss. You know what? Yeah, he was a very good complimentary back to Saquon. I agree. It's not that Gallman wasn't good. He just was what he was. He was a running back that played. He was between a tackle running back who didn't have any breakaway capability. Still got it at 44. I know. Tom Brady still got it at 44. I still got it at 52. I'm thinking about coming out of retirement. Thinking about it. The Giants might need me. I'd probably fall off the bench and die. Why did we sign Nate Ebner? CJ Ward and bring back. Because Nate Ebner has pictures of somebody. Okay, for all the Sickler fans that love David Sills should be on this team more than Nate Ebner. Nate Ebner does one thing, and he plays special teams. Does he play special teams as well as he used to? No. Who had the most special teams tackles for the Giants last year? I will give you a hint. It was not Nate Ebner. It was David Mayo and Elijah Penny. I think Mayo had 9 or 10 and Penny had 8. You can't be our special teams guy and not lead the team in special teams tackles because that's your one job. It's your one job. That's like being a horse that pulls a carriage and he doesn't have the strength to pull the carriage. If the Giants offense can move the ball, I see our defense being out on the field too much and the defense going to get tired and calls them some big plays. Yeah, I worry about that. Like I said, I worry about the interior running with Melvin Ingram. Melvin Ingram does not get enough credit for the type of running back he is, even going back to the Chargers days. And I do worry that they're going to try to control the clock with Bridgewater because he is a great game manager. Just don't get me wrong, but I'm still saying 1917 Giants. And watching DJ play quarterback with this team is new kind of adrenaline. It really isn't. You don't need new drugs. Go watch Daniel Jones play. Yes, Mike Lee, my final score will be 19-17. I know I had the Giants losing, but I think I put the fan hat on today. I did put the fan hat on today. The fan hat is on today. What do we got here? Bottom line, Dallas kickers cost him. Yeah, he did. The Dallas kicker, man, I know. I loved it because he missed those short field goals, and they let him kick try to kick a 60-yard field goal towards the end. I didn't understand that. Like Rich Eisen said, I said that. Rich Eisen stole that from me. We all know that. I've been saying the Giants are the team of ifs for months. I see Rich Eisen. I'm going to punch him in the back of the head. Stealing my thunder. Gallman was a perfect running back to get tough yards. Big play guy. Dirty yards. He did get to dirty yards. He did. He got he got what I like to refer to as the Otis Anderson yards. He got the 3-4 yards in the middle of the field and not much else. For some reason, I felt Daniel Jones would throw a pick against the Pats, and he did. Yeah, you could credit that to the line. You could credit that to I don't know. That always happens last year. I always felt like it was Juno's story. Yeah, he always did. You always had that. You always had the thought process that there was a pick coming, and we have to kind of hope. Rice and Johns, he's hurt. He's hurt. I don't think he's still available. I mean, he's hurt. He hurt his leg. Do you see Kenny having a good day? We need him to make strides early and often. Here's the problem with Kenny. We don't know. Kenny's been doing this on the sideline. We don't know. I mean, we don't know. We don't know. We got to get him on the field. I worry because, like I said, I've talked to people that live in Detroit and are big Lions fans. Nobody in Detroit was upset that Kenny left. Nobody was upset. And that's sometimes not good, not a good thing. Gallman is a fighter. Yeah, I love the instinct that Gallman had. I just wish he would have had some speed. Gallman almost cost us the game. Yeah, he did. And let's at least hold on to the ball, unlike King of the almost catch. I had someone say to me the other day, you play special effects too much. You play sound effects too much. Oh, well. Well, I'm going to annoy some people. Hello, everyone. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Oh, we just had to break that out. We had to OG it today. I just had to do that today. I don't know why. Because it's the game day, guys. We're gonna have videos after the game too, and also people that are just coming on board. They're probably like, "What the hell? You just start late." Let's see here. What's up, Bob? Nate Ebner has 1 million guys. And he doesn't even play special teams well. You don't lead your team in special teams tackles. How can you get $1 million? Can I have $1 million from the Giants and not do something? Well, that's my job. I could do that. What cap room? We have 0 cap. Okay, I keep telling you guys, you have a catastrophic injury or something bad happens this season, we don't have the cap space. You're going to be relying on veteran contracts, veteran minimum contracts. But we're not going to worry about that. The Giants will either play. The Giants will play better without Evan Ingram? I don't think they will. I think Evan Ingram at points is going to need to be a focal point of this offense because we don't know what we have on the outside. You know what you're going to get from Sterling. We don't know. You hope you know what you're going to get from Kenny. We have no clue what you're going to get to Tony. I get more scared that they're going to put Tony back on punts, but then I get even more scared that they're going to use Peppers on pumps. And we all have. I get that Jason Sehorn kickoff. You want to talk about that? Don't you want to talk about that? I think we're going to have to run the ball today. If Daniel Jones holding the ball plus 3 seconds, 23 times, he might have to. Yeah, I think we're going to need to. I think we need to ground and pound. I've said it before. 1917, we need to control the clock. We need to play, and like I said, we need to play the game between the 20s. And what I mean by that is we need to control the clock. And then once we get into the red zone, we got to get the points. We got to get the points. And I know that's basic football 101, but that's what we have to do. 1917 Giants. Write it down. 1917 Giants. I wrote it down just in case I don't forget. DJ is supposed to be the guy, but the game plan was to put the ball. Well, you know what? If some ways you look at it, yes. In some ways, the game plan is not to let DJ lose the game. You're not wrong, Sage. You're not wrong at all. Do you feel the team will try and send more pressure to our own line being the way it is? I think they will try to attack the line, but here's the problem. You attack the line and the Giants go with a short passing game, a short, quick passing game. And let's say you put 8 in the box and you're coming after us. You're going to be one-on-one with somebody. And you hope you're one-on-one with Kenny. Which should copyright for stealing. I know. That's trademarks from Ricky Bob Inc. I've copyrighted. So he stole that from me, man. He stole that from me. How dare you question Joe Judge? I am not questioning Joe Judge. I am not doing that today because it is the day that we have to remember that we have to win. We have to win. So there's no questioning Joe Judge today.
You can't handle the truth.
Say, there we go. You can't handle the truth. We're not questioning Joe Judge today.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
I'm not questioning Joe Judge. I'm not questioning it at all. Everything's good today. I worry DJ will overcharge. I said that in a video yesterday, Zach. I worry that it's going to be the Odell Beckham situation, especially more towards the latter part of his career with Eli, when Eli was seen to sometimes singularly focus on Odell, but I also think he was the only guy that was open. With all those overall optimistic fans, if we lose today, they'll act like, you know what, Alex, you're right. They will act like the world is over. But like I said, I don't think they're going to end with the world being over. I think it's going to be 1917. Cap is projected to be 204 next year. Not enough to break the Giants out of cap. No, because the Giants have 203 million right now in contracts with like 33 players. Last time I checked, you needed 53. When your own capologist says it's going to be challenging, that makes me saying, that makes you go, whenever Peppers return runs, I know I hate Peppers. I hate Peppers because Peppers is such a and people underlook Peppers or overlook Peppers, I should say, because he plays so much in the box. He's a quasi linebacker. He played like 70% of his plays from the box. We need him. We need him in the box. Giant fans will need to pump the brakes with Tony. People are saying he's going to be the next Tyreek Hill on Twitter. Well, Bob, that's why I told you, stay off Twitter. Don't go on Twitter. You're too smart. Kid hasn't even got on the field yet. When Urban Meyer comes out and says, I want to draft a Tony. Something's wrong with that. Can't wait. Let's see here. Can we get a King of the Almost Sack sound effects and letting Leo? All right, here we go.
King of the Almost Sack.
That's for you, Zach Attack. King of the Almost Sack. Just no picks plays today. Yeah, that would be nice. We do that, don't we? We do that sometimes. I just said that so you'd play the sound effect. Oh, ECK. I love playing the sound effects.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
I just like when people say, you overplay them. I don't care. It's my channel. I can do whatever the hell I want. Mark Salis, Schlalich, I can't ever say that guy's name. So the Giants will have to have a solid first month of Joe Judge in the Pro with his locker room due to his personal. Yeah, I've been saying that for how long? Another one, Mark Schlalich stole that from me. I've been saying that since before camp. You can't do the shit that Joe Judge does and not win. Because if you don't win, the veterans are going to tune you out real quick. I would punch Mark Schlalich in the back of the head, but he's pretty big. He's a pretty big guy. Yeah, he did used to force feed OBJ. I think Jones will have a costly turnover at some point. I think you're going to expect at least one turnover from Jones, but you hope it's early, and you don't hope, and you hope that's not towards the latter half of the game in the fourth quarter. But I do think he will cough the ball up sometime, yes. But I'm still saying I think the defense is going to be, I think the defense, if it's as good as we think it is, it's going to be the saving grace, and it's going to be 1917. This team ain't worth going to Cap Hill for. No. Well, let's see. You know what? It's if you're rebuilding your offensive line this late in the season, there's a problem there. You know you didn't do a good job during training, during the rest of the day. What do we got here? Jose G, we're going to lead a score by DJ and then tie the game with the fumbles. 6 with other team. Listen. I am like, I get accused of hating Daniel Jones all the time. But even I know, and I don't hate him, I just point things out. Even I know you have to ride the Daniel Jones horse. And you have to hope that he's somewhere between the quarterback in 2019 and 2020. You hope he's not, you hope he's 2019, but you don't hope he's 2020. I hope that he's just somewhere in between. You kind of do like a Phil Simms workman-like effort. You don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to lose the game for the team. Wait, yeah, he's at one point, Urban Meyer was saying that he would not draft Tony. But that's okay. You know what? People are wrong. Malik Willis. I see a Malik Willis comment. I'm not getting down that one yet. Tim is too smart for you. Well, I'm not too smart for everybody. I'm not smart at all. If I was smart, I'd be a millionaire, not on YouTube. That's how smart I am. Yeah, 52 years with a YouTube channel. I think there should be an age cutoff for YouTubers. I think you hit like 25. I don't think you should be a YouTuber anymore. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I just like talking. I like doing podcasts. I really do enjoy the podcast. I do a bunch of different podcasts. A lot of people don't know the number of podcasts that I actually do, and I do them all over, and I do it with all different types of people. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I just enjoy talking. Do you find it strange that there's a massive discrepancy between Giants fans' protections and the outside per se? Yes. No, I actually don't, because I said we're in the Giant bubble. And I've said this before. If you stay inside the Giant bubble, if you say, yeah, he did come back and say that, but there was a point in time where he said that he would not take Tony. And then he came back and said it. I'll send you the link, Saeed. It's something that was in the Florida papers. You know, something in there. When I get my Florida connections, he kind of, I'll explain the whole Tony story one day. We're not going to talk about Tony today though. But but what I was basically saying is outside the Giant bubble, there is so much, you lose your distortion because and that's kind of what I do is I kind of try to step outside the Giant bubble and look in. I stay outside the bubble. Let's see here. I don't find it strange because it's fandom. Why does it seem like Belichick's former coaches try to copy the Patriot way? You know what? That's actually a great point, Zach. And I don't know. I think these coaches would be a lot better off being their own personalities and being their own self. I really do. Malik Willis. I really like Malik Willis. I like Malik Willis a lot. I really do. But I hope we're not an opportunity to pick Malik Willis. I would pick Malik Willis. I do like him. Let's see here. Bottom line this year, we'll find out if Willie, we'll find out if he's our guy. We'll probably find out within 6 weeks. If we're 2-4 and he's sucking wind after week 6, then we're in trouble. Because then he's the other guy. Let's see here. I see our. Oh, yeah, we already went through that. Well, I'll talk to you about that one offline. Jose G. In 2019, he had 26 total touchdowns with 23 turnovers. 2007 were bad years. The difference was a flash. He had flashes, and we talked about this before. You're 100% right, because of the first read offense of Pat Shurmur. And one read offense has only worked for a short period of time before people figure it out. Everyone's saying 7 to 10 wins at this point in the offseason. I'm still saying the Giants are going to win 8 games, which would be a 2-game jump. You got to look at that Dallas offense, man. If Dallas figures out the secondary, and they got a nice front 7 on defense too, if they figure out the secondary, and you have Dak playing like he does, now you can't take what Elliott did against the Tampa game to heart, because the way that game was played. And he's gonna be. I hate Ezekiel Elliott. I really do. Let's see here. If the Giants don't win today and Thursday, is going to be a riot on Twitter. If the Giants go 0-2 in this short week, yeah, I'm not going to go on Twitter. I will go on Twitter. I will go on Twitter. After the draft, more people outside the Giant bubbles. I think say some. Actually, after the draft, a lot of people outside the Giant bubble said 6. Vegas, I think, has got us at 7. When do you think you have the talent? When they don't have the talent to? Oh yeah, that's true. Thank you. I am uber talented. I don't want to brag about how talented I am. Our backup, yeah, I'm not a Mike Glennon guy. You got to roll with DJ. I think the Jets and the Panthers will be interesting. I'm going to watch that game. I got the dish. I got the Sunday ticket, and I got the online version of it. And I get it every year because I forgot to turn off the auto renew. I always forget. Then I get this. You were just charged $74.99. It's like, where the hell that came from? And it's like, oh, NFL, I forgot to turn it off again. I use that excuse all the time with my wife. I don't forget to turn it off. My opinion is, if you don't have a quarterback, who will suck. That's your opinion. Thanks for answering my question. My opinion, if we don't have a good quarterback, you will suck. Yeah. Yeah, we don't. If we don't have a good quarterback, if we gotta let Daniel Jones, we gotta ride with Daniel Jones, man. Going on ride dirty. 6 weeks. Week 6. I'm telling you this, Willie, and by week 6, you will know where the Giants are at. This isn't going to be like a turnaround like last year. If week 6, then we will know. After week 6, I'm telling you. I'm with you. Dallas defense is just an average with them. 10%. The offense is dangerous. People making fun of the Cowboys don't realize how good Tampa's defense is scary good. People don't get that. You're right. Tampa's defense is scary good. They got some guys on that defense. And it was a track shoot. I mean, it was a track shoot. It was a shootout. It was a track show on Thursday. It's a track meet. It really was. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Dallas figures out that secondary. I don't want to be in our division. Oh, wait, we are in our division. If the Giants go 0-2, fans are just going to say 2,000. Yeah. So hey, you're right. But, it's funny because if we lose like we did in 17, like 42-17, 38-15, people are going to say, oh, yeah, it's going to be like 2,000. So the problem is we had a lot more talent on that team. I have no idea what this team looks like. I'll know by week 5. I'm saying week 6. I am going to say week 6. Do I have any clue what this team looks like? Nobody does. This is worse than last year. This is like having no idea what you got for Christmas, sitting there and someone puts a box in front of you and you unwrap it and you're just like, you don't know what you're going to get. Life like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get. G-Men need to get off to a good. Yes, they do. They do. What's going on, my friend? I have to work again today. You suck. I have to edit this one story and I'm done. All right. Well, you know what? Game's not till 4:25. So you got time. Get to work. Get to work early. I'm with a few Giants fans that doesn't hate on Dak. Dude is generally a good guy and a good quarterback. I don't hate on Jack. I don't hate on Dak. I actually get blasted because I say nice things about Dak. I don't know if he's a nice guy, but he's a good quarterback. And is he worth the $497 billion they gave him? I don't know, but after watching the Tampa game, he might be. I wish we had a Penn State quarterback on a depth chart. He looks decent in the Browns game. What's his name? Yeah. No. I don't want scrubs. I don't want no scrubs. We also went to, well, if you went to Eli Manning's passing academy, oh, that's what sold us on Daniel Jones. I know you're old school hip hop fan. Have you ever seen House Party movies? Oh my God, baby, everything is gonna be all right. Oh, I love that movie. What's this? That's Full Effect or Full Force. Oh, Full Force is in that. You got a lot. I've seen House Party 1. I've seen House Party 2. Pajama Jammy Jam. Oh, that's a good movie. That's some of the you got Martin Lawrence in that movie. You got some classic lines in that movie too. So it's a good movie. I love the House Party movies. Yo, man, when is Breaking going to be on? That's at the end of the movie. Tampa's secondary is decent, not elite or shut. Yes, they're not, but they got a good front seven. Was hurt. Dallas was targeting Dean. They did target Dean. Dean was actually up to the task a couple times. One of those penalties was not a penalty. And they also tried to go after Andrew Adams, the former Giant, as well in that game. 2017 was loaded, was simply just waiting for Eli to put it together. But if they played the regular season like they played the playoffs, that team could have won 12. They could have. And it really was. And honestly, the complexity of the Spagnuolo defense is what limited the defensive play of the first couple of weeks, because Spags' defense is very complicated. It's not just straightforward. Devontae Smith had a Hall of Fame. Yes, he did. He doesn't he have a gold jacket? Doesn't he have a gold jacket? I mean, doesn't he have I know we haven't played a game yet, but hasn't Devontae Smith, doesn't he have 9,647 receptions already? That's a good point. Good point, Murphy. That's funny. Bradbury on Judy. I think you can't forget Sutton, man. You can't forget Patrick. I think he's going to be more on Sutton. Bradbury, that is. Oh, yeah. I used to love the Kid and Play Full Force back in my high school days. Yeah, that was a good movie, man. House Party was a very underrated movie. And I think people don't. I don't think people get that. People now, you gotta watch that movie, because this was before the internet and all that stuff. I mean, I know I'm again dating myself, but the Pajama Jammy Jam, you gotta watch House Party 2. House Party 3 was not something to watch, and then they tried to do like a House Party 4, and they don't even bring back the guys. I like that one guy in the neighbor who's calling the police. And the wife goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm calling the police." And then it goes 911. He goes, "Yep, I'll hold." Timmy. I just read Saquon Barkley's name. He will be playing today, or they say he'll be playing today. You never know. I think if he's in more than 10, 15 plays, that's too much. I think our corner blitz will hurt without Yitem. You know what? And I know I bashed on Isaac Yitem a lot. What's his name? Josh hasn't even played. We just restructured his contract. He should have been cut. But Isaac is a good blitzer, and you know that Patrick Graham likes to blitz on third down. Something like crazy 68% of the times on third down, he blitzes a corner. Some crazy stat like that. One guy I really missed JPP. I think our defense would have been late. I like JPP. JPP was one of my favorite Giants. And I've told the story a million times, and I've shown the hat. He gave me his last game against Washington, New Year's Eve. He came over and gave me his skull cap that he wore. I have the pictures, and I've shown him a million times. But I didn't like him just because of that. I liked him because of the way he played. But I thought he was just a nice guy. Wait, so who was our? I'm coming out of retirement. Julian Love. We got a lot of guys. Darnay Holmes. We got a lot of guys. Darius Williams. Barkley's back. They're saying he might play. They're saying it. Guess who's back? Back again. I didn't like Backstreet Boys, though. I liked NSYNC. I only liked NSYNC because I met him a bazillion times. Their tour manager, Johnny Wright, was a friend of mine's friend. So we used to go to their house all the time. Johnny Wright's house. Bobby Jones was traded. Bobby Jones, we traded him because he didn't fit the scheme. Dave then processed. You know, it's funny. It is interesting that they traded him because they said he did not fit the scheme. But actually, I thought he kind of did fit the scheme. But that's okay. Patrick Graham will have. I'm not worried about the defense. And I know maybe that's me being a little obtuse here and me being a homer. But I'm not worried about defense today. Alex Ogletree. That was a bad one, man. Alex Ogletree. Craig Dial. Yes, I do remember Craig Dial. I'm jumping down the line here. I really believe I am worried, Andre, that the O-line will not hold up today. I have a feeling it could be an avalanche at sometimes, but I think they're going to show moments, and I think that's what we're going to need. 2 picks that are going to beat you. Yeah, I don't want to talk. You know what? See, I'm not talking about that one. I do remember Craig Dow. Yes, I do. I always remember the blocking field against Dallas Cowboys. Jones will always be like I said, to me, he was the guy. He was the man. Somehow Kyle Little and Brandon Webb or Davis Webb. When Brandon Webb. I pulled that one out of my tush. All receivers playing today, Tony. They say, but it's coach speak. They could be lying. Oh, God. Alex Ogletree was not as bad. He is not the player that when they got him for the Rams, I thought he was going to get, but he was not horrid. Antonio Bethea was an elite on the Giants. Oh, my God. Let's talk about the game, guys. I feel you, and I am on the same level when it comes to defense. I'm confident in our defense, but I see holes. There are holes in the linebacking core, and we're holes on the edge. You have to hope that Patrick Graham is the genius that we think he is, that he's smart like me, and he turns around and figures out again how to scheme. I think it'll be different. Alvarez was an all-pro. Where will play? I think he's playing left guard. Which side will say? Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I think a lot of these problems are Will Hernandez. I really do, and I've been saying this for 2 years now, Mike. 2 years I've been saying this. I laugh when fans say zero, man. No, he can't, man. It's silly to think that the rookie is going to come out and do this. It's silly to think that. You hope he plays. If we don't stop the run, we are going to get spanked. I'm telling you, man, Melvin Ingram III. I liked him out of college. I liked him with the Chargers. I think he's a good fit for the Broncos. Off tackle left, off tackle right. I get worried about that and then have Bridgewater go deep. Let's go to Tim the Mac. Football is officially back. Yes, it is. Glad to have you. I'm glad to be here. Just guide us all through. Well, you know what? I hope I can guide you guys through the season. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. I appreciate that, flower player. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I can. If Nate Ebner's playing linebacker, I quit. Our run defense felt puss in the preseason. Well, you can't. I worry about the middle of the field because I worry about, again, you're going to have Danny Shelton, who over the last 2 seasons rushed the pass better than he did defend the run. Austin Johnson is a stopgap player, and you're having those 2 guys try to replace Dalvin Tomlinson. I worry that Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Marshall will both suffer because of that. And I also worry that there's going to be less of a pause and a hesitation of the running back going into the second level. That's going to hinder Blake Martinez as well. Boy, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Nate Ebner is playing outside linebacker. If Nate Ebner is playing outside linebacker, then I'm going to be the starting quarterback. Because then I quit and I'm going to become a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. I love our secondary too. I'm just worried about it. You don't know what you're getting from That's Adore. Look, another sound effect. Just create another. But if Josh Jackson is playing, I doubt it. He's had 1 practice. 1 practice. Glad we traded him for a guy that. What can you say about Isaac Yiadom? Yes, he was horrid at times in coverage, but he played. He was never injured. He was always on the field. I think the offense, Bob, I agree. I think their offensive line is decent, and that's why I'm concerned. I think you're going to need to attack the center of the line with Lloyd Cushenberry. He's played every snap last season. He had his troubles, and you got to see if he can be singled out. DJ is going for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns this game. I don't think so. I would say DJ is going for obviously he's going for 210, a touchdown and an interception. No, I do not think Josh Jackson is playing today because he hasn't played. He hasn't played at all. It's been 1 practice since we got him. 1 practice. Another Gettleman find. What happened to Madre Harper, guys? I told you guys 2 years ago. Told you Madre Harper was nothing. A guy with speed that can't cover. That's a bad combination. I'm going to start Gordon defending in case Gordon starts off left. I would actually, Alex, if I, it's bad to say, but I would actually start him in fantasy. If you owned him and you had a league where you have like 3 running backs or even a second 2 running back league, I would start him because I worry about him too. I worry about Williams too. That's another good one. There are guys to worry about. Hopeful not. We'll be okay. See, we'll be okay. Yeah, 1917. I know you meant Leonardo Williams. I wish Leonard Marshall was playing. I do wish him. I like Leonard Marshall, number 70. He's another guy. He got stuck behind the LT days, so people don't realize what a good defensive end he was. I can't believe they brought Abe Nebber back. I can't either. Put down the crack bike. Denver has talked to him secondary. They have a top. I would say they have a top 15 secondary, but I think that we have the wheels that we can combat that. Giants should use a pick and trade it. Josh Jackson have gotten Minshew. You know what? I like Gardner. Minshew. I like it. And like I said, I don't know if I like him because he's got the porn stash, but I like him. And I think he would have been a good fit for the team. I was still hoping we were going to have Marcus Mariota 2 years back. Bottom line is you're right. The bottom line is the Giants is the team of now. We are the team of right now. We need to win now. We need to come out and win this game. This needs to be a statement game. This needs to be 1917 Giants. If it's not a statement game, I am very concerned what we're going to do versus Washington. Parsons looked great on Thursday. He did get exposed, but I liked Parsons. He played the run well. He was all over the field, but his coverage skills are still lacking. It's early in his career, though. Our secondary is going to have Sutton, Judy, Patrick. Not an easy combination to go against the guys. He didn't have the weapons at the time. I guarantee he'll have 3. I don't see him having 300 yards. Unless someone breaks a big play, I don't see him letting him cut it loose. I think it's going to be run, play action. DJ is going to have 35 touchdowns and 11 interceptions this year and prove you haters wrong. I don't think anyone's hating. Curtis love, man. It just got to feel love. Nobody's hating. Got all love here. All love, man. All love. Everyone's got love. Julian love, that is. Is this Charles Barkley guarantee? I'm not guaranteeing it, no. I'm not saying anything about Charles Barkley because I was there in Orlando, downtown Orlando, when he threw the guy through the window. I was about 7 feet off to the side when that happened. And because downtown Orlando, and they still have it, but it's not like it used to be. There's a place called the Station, and there was all these glass windows, and there was bars and stuff, and we were there that night. And as we told the cops, and I'll say the same thing, I ain't seen nothing. Not getting involved in this one. Denver's wide receivers they're not world beaters, but they're not terrible. I believe in him. DJ is one of the smartest quarterbacks in the Gables. He's a dust beat ball hittable. He's the fastest quarterback, and he has all the weapons you can't wait to see. Well, I don't believe that. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe you have the best deep ball when you only throw the ball deep 13 times. I don't believe you're the fastest quarterback when you need to be running directly in the open field and you don't have the acceleration to get out of the pocket and you need to take advantage of the over-aggressiveness of the defense. I do agree he has the weapons now. And I don't see him being the smartest quarterback because if he was the smartest quarterback, he wouldn't be a one-read guy. They get first downs. They do. That's what you need to do. You got to move the chains. But I'm still saying it, guys. 1917 Giants. We're home dog to an 18 win. This ain't worth the capital for. I do get concerned that we're 2.5-point dogs. But like I said, it's a lot of times the lines fluctuate in the beginning of the season because people don't know what the teams are. Vegas will get better at the point spread later. Oh, I want to know. I won't be pissed. I'll be mad because I predicted the Giants were going to lose last week, earlier in the week. But again, I think I put this hat on, Melissa. I'm like, ooh, I got my giant blinders on. 1917. Let's see here. Our defense is the top 5. The Broncos demolished our defense. Then I don't think they're going to demolish the defense. I think they're not. They're a good receiving core, and I think we have to give credit to teams. People call us haters because we have opinion based on realistic assessments, and where I agree, Alex. I don't think anyone's hating. I just think it's a realistic assessment. And when you watch football, no, Daniel Jones not the deep ball. He's not the fastest quarterback. He's not. Yeah, stop. Yeah, that's a good point. If you got that stats from Pro Football Focus, please stop. It's unbelievable how soft people are these days. I know. I don't think people are soft. I think they're just. I think you know what? It's the and I've said this before. It's the soccer mentality. Everybody wins. Everyone gets a trophy. You know, the wind is playing against the sunshines, and everyone gets a trophy. I think that's the problem. You win, you lose. That was my question too. Tim Patrick is not a great wide receiver. He is a good wide receiver. We can't help our defense on the field 7% of the time. I'm telling you, we got to just run, play the game between the 20s, get smart in the red zone. 1917. Where can I watch the game from Europe? If you get the, I don't know if I think the NFL ticket has a European package. NFL Sunday ticket. Emma, I think they do. I'm almost positive. I'm not streaming the game because I can't go today. Tired of hearing about Dean having the weapons. Lethal weapon. Martin Riggs. No, it's because you're judging a team that hasn't even played a full string. I agree, but everyone's doing that. Washington's front seven scares me as well. Scares the bejesus at me. So you think it's a low-scoring game? Do you think what happens to them win today? How dare you question Joe Judge?
How dare you question Joe Judge?
Oh, Mark, I'm saying Giants 19-17, low-scoring affair. The Giants pull it out at the last minute with the field goal. That's what I'm saying. Graham Gano-O-Matic is gonna be the guy. Tim Patrick is not that good. Let's see. He had 51 catches, 742 yards, and I think 6 touchdowns. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good as a third wide receiver. I'd take that. We have Darnay Holmes. Darnay Holmes, people, I don't know what this whole love affair a lot of times with Darnay Holmes is. I only say that because of the fact that Darnay Holmes started out like gangbusters and then kind of dropped exponentially. So we don't know what we have with Darnay Holmes yet. Okay, let's see here. All right, what's the worst? What's worse? Pro Football Focus is the worst. Pro Football 100% worse. Stretch. Oh, there you go. There you go, Emma. What's up, Tyrone? Let's see. Run at Chubbs. Yeah, you can run at Chubbs. You can, but I don't know. Chubbs is a good product. Oh, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Don. I used to not like you, but have grown on me, Tim. Let's go, Big Clue. I grow on you like fungus. I appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat. Of course, all super chats do go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital, like my revenue does. And people are like, you're so nice. You give away your money. You're so nice. You're so wonderful. No, I'm not. I'm not. I wish I was. But thank you, Dom. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you've grown on me. I mean, like I said, I'm an acquired taste. I'm like broccoli. Put some cheese on me, then I'm good. True, but my point still stands. I don't know what we're talking about, but that's okay. Dude, don't lie. You hate the how dare you question Joe's drop. I can sense it.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
I love that button. I love that button. That button cracks me up. Makes me laugh every day. Let's see here. I see Aaron Rollins in the slot today. Maybe I think isn't Robinson on the pup still? Is he still on the pup? We saw his rookie year and what he did. Okay, Daniel Jones. You can't go back to your Daniel Jones rookie year. I like the weapons. We need a better quarterback. I think we have. I don't know. Like, we got to give Daniel Jones the benefit of the doubt, guys. I keep saying this. And like I said, I'm the guy that, and like I said, I don't hate him. I just see things that are wrong. But if he doesn't win, we don't win. If he doesn't play well, we don't win. That's just it. We don't win. There's no way around it. You could love the guy, you could hate the guy, but if you don't root for the guy, then we're in a lot of trouble. Well, like Jameis Winston. We're having more weapons and magically better. Like Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, man. I love Jameis Winston. I love Jameis Winston because he just never throws the ball away. Now football works. This isn't Madden. He's going to need time. Yeah, it's not Madden. You're right. Let's see here. I think he's going to be somewhere in between, though. I'm not going to say. Weapons. All right. He got the ammo, but the wrong gun. I don't know about that. It's not like you're trying to put a 357 round into a 9mm clip. It's not that bad. Or taking a 44 and trying to put it in a 38. That's not that bad. 7 times a game in 4 games. Yes, we've said that. Yes, Bob, we've said that a million times, and people are 100% right. Matt Flynn. People forget how wonderful people thought Matt Flynn was going to be. Matt Flynn was going to be awesome. Matt Flynn got $1,470,000. That didn't work out too well. Meanwhile, Tom Brady in the Super Bowls and wide receivers Gaffney. I've said that a million times, especially early in his career. Tom Brady did not have the weapons at all. Anyone else excited to see these rookie quarterbacks play? I am dying to see Trevor Lawrence, man. I got the dish set up. I'm dying to see him. I'm gonna make some. I think I'll make some. Barbecue some chicken wings. Jameis wasn't bad. He turns the ball over a lot. When you throw like 40 touchdowns and 39 interceptions, that's a lot. I'm worried DJ will get injured. If DJ gets injured and we have Mike Glennon, then this is going to be welcome to Tim, and this is the Roaring Jaguar show. I am not going through that season. Jameis is off the team. Draft them. Let's see. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up because I'm going to get ready for the game. What do you think about Evan in the slot? Maybe use him like Ebron. You know what's funny, Mark? Eric Ebron, when he went to the Lions and came out of college, he was going to revolutionize the tight end position. And that didn't really work out that well. He did have a good season in Indianapolis. I think Evan, honestly, you're going to create more of a mismatch for him if you still have him in the tight end position because you're going to put him on a linebacker and potentially a safety. But I don't want to line him up in the slot because I think hopefully you have enough weapons between Tony and Slayton and Kenny G and Sterling that you're going to be able to create that mismatch in the middle of the field for either Evan Ingram or Kyle Rudolph. After the offseason, I could go the rest of my life on hearing the word weapons. Weapons. Let's see here. We got a lot of things going on here. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up because my allergies are also killing me today. We're going to have a video at the end of the game. I'm not going to be able to go to the game today. So I will do a video after the game. I'm not going to do a live or anything. I'll post a video, the reactions. I hope it's going to be Giants 19-17. I got my fingers crossed, got my Giants hat on, got my blue on, got my jersey ready. I don't know what jersey I'm going to wear yet. It's time, guys. It's time. We got to get this done. We got to get this right. We got to get this fixed. We got to get this win. And we got to hope that Daniel Jones does not cost us the game. I have a feeling it's Giants 19-17. I was 15-1 last year. That damn Baltimore game. I would have been 16-0 picking games last year. That Baltimore game, I went crazy. I thought the Giants were going to win. I went nuts. I got the Seattle game right, though, but I just had a feeling about the Baltimore game. And I was actually, what was I? I was 13-3 last year picking Giant games, too. So, but I just got a feeling, and I'm thinking maybe it's the fan hat because I did pick them to lose earlier in the week. But I got to ride with the team. 19-17. We have to just hope we are going to close this. We're going to close this out with the old intro, of course. Let's see here. Hello, everyone. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best end of your Giant Sports Talk Entertainment. We're wrapping it up, guys. We're closing it out. Let's see you game time. I will see you after the game. Hope everyone has a great night, great weekend. Hope everyone watches the game. And again, Giants 19-17. Let's book it.